There's a dead tree over there, able to watch the whole point. Anybody walking that way, any of the fishermen. There's a picnic table here. Dying oddly at the top there. Able to surveil down this point, the scenic view. That's dying oddly, which would film the only road that leads basically nowhere. You can't really get into too much trouble back here anyways. There's a park bench. It's like closed circuit television for the mind though. That's the problem. This bridge is all dead. Along, just covering this path right here. You know, it's against our Charter of Rights because if they could spy on the mind, and then at the end of the path I could already see. Since they could spy on the mind, it's just scary. Like, if you know what somebody's thinking, what human rights do they have? Just gonna film till I see this tree here on film. As this technology allows them to spy on the mind, it enables them to be able to remotely administer medication towards individuals, and this should not be the case. Like, that should not be allowed. Like, for people, anybody really, to take advantage of the system and then cause somebody else to have to receive medication. Out there, and somebody spray painted no here.
They're aware of the game.
Because they're seemingly aware of the hidden system. And I see there's graffiti here. Oh, they spray painted dead. So if you happen to touch there, so there's the safe spot to look. And somebody also, just right where the surveillance is, so they're completely aware of it. You'll see when I cross the bridge here, a symbol that I've seen spray painted and even etched in the sidewalk as it was drying, pardon me. Just common patterns that are repeating themselves. Seeing that, and then this, and then that branch is dying. 5G frequency. That tree's dead. Surveilling the students at the school when they were going there, and I guess childcare Algoma. The top of
Right there.
the tree there is dead. Over the bus stop, watching it. Here, the work seems to be complete down there, but there's new paint on the grass here, and just up here. So we'll see over the next few weeks what kind of construction they're doing here, because they still have it blocked off. But they painted that out. I don't know if they're resurfacing the asphalt. Something that people take advantage of, and let's see if there's any subliminal. That one seems to jump out. Go up.
Right there. Then right there.
Right there. Here, you can see it looks like a fish or an arrow. So if you stopped right there, so you could clearly see the subliminal right along there. So that's a bad spot to stop. And then on this side, There's a subliminal face right there. That
Yeah, you can see the face right there. So if you were to step on there, and there's going to be one in here as well. If you were to step on there, that's not too good.
be very dangerous to step on. So that.
And all along the wall right here, and this wall right here, there's graffiti because people do play individuals as they walk through here. It's a form of geocaching.
So, and the worker may not have known it. They're just doing their job. They're spray painting wherever they need to. But at the same time, the overall system is coordinated because people have turned the entire planet into a computer, more or less, by using nanotechnology.
Nanotechnology, which is a billionth of a meter. So it's if you broke a meter into a billion pieces, it's very tiny. You can fit on your eye fluid. You can fit in your blood plasma, and with plain exhaust, they take that chemtrails, and that controls the weather.
Technology through industry and through plain exhaust, the chemtrails are used, which controls the weather and is able to influence an individual's body. They could, it's a DNA specific type of technology, so that means one individual could be in a room and they would be the only one being affected by this. And that's the scariness of it. And once again, it's against the Charter of Rights to be able to view somebody's mind and manipulate their body to step in the spots. Like, how ethical is that? Doesn't seem ethical to me at all.
Just trying to see if there's any subliminal.
What happens here is, I'm just going to pause it. Is when they're making a new sidewalk, there's going to be somebody in the system that they want to use as an example. So they get this individual to walk through the asphalt, leaving the fresh footprints to become kind of a benchmark for any future individuals that happen to walk by there.
It was cement, by the way.
Walk has these lines, so if you step on those lines, and then over here and happen to step on that X, this one, that one, and then this one, those are all 4x4s. See if there's any subliminal.
I can immediately see a face right here. There's another one right there.
For the metaphorical X marks the spot. And I'm just going to pause it. And then these act as switches where criminal elements, like I've seen this gang symbol tattooed, it's just a bunch of X's and people writing dead. So if you were to step on those 4 X's and then hit where the locks were, you would have solidified that you were one of those individuals. And just imagine now, there's traffic and
other people walking on the sidewalk that's able to manipulate where you move. So you could be inadvertently step in the wrong spot and then end up on the morgue's table.
People walking on the sidewalk, so your body, you end up having to walk and move around people or around objects all the time. So it's very easy to get registered by somebody because they could funnel you in towards the worst dangerous metrics, and you have no choice because you have 2 legs, so you're gonna take a left foot, then a right foot. So if you step on these bad metrics and they follow up, there's a good chance that you're gonna end up in the obituaries. Because there is a hidden system where there's generational violators who seem to have their life's dreams come true, and what they do is they collectively prey on the entire human race, their fan base, to allow them to leech off these attributes, because people, we're just made up of water and a bunch of proteins and a bunch of cells, but the water anyways could be some sort of electrolysis, could transfer attributes. Our brain's made up of water, so that means they could tax somebody's brain, like certain regions of the brain, and at the same time somebody else could reap the rewards from this, which is completely unethical. Like, we're not a hive species like mankind.
So sharing attributes
we're born with our natural awesomeness, whatever it happened to be.
Not sharing attributes.
People spray painted no, so that would mean you're not a predator, and even that right there, that's lost, so they cross that out. Lost, it looks like the guy smoking as if your sexual orientation changes when you smoke cigarettes or marijuana.
So if somebody spray painted no, that means clearly they're aware of the system. Sensors that we have, they have when they clear code a cavity, that could be a tooth enamel biosensor. Same with now they have nanotechnology biosensors that swim on the eye fluid and charge body heat or even the sun. And this is the pattern here where people could be connected with their different biosensors and be controlled over the internet, and this is where their attributes would be shared. Because with nanotechnology on the brain fluid, you would be able to communicate over a computer device, if under scientific testing, anyways. And this shows how Wi-Fi, you could administer medication remotely, and that's scary. And this is all the biosensors. So the government has this program where doctors have came up with this flow chart to be able to administer medication remotely, and it would be against people's wishes, really, because they would all be unknown. It's not like they tell you, hey, by the way, I stopped by, I was paying attention to you, and I decided to give you some medication. They don't do that. They don't inform you. At the hospital, you're told when you're going to get a shot or some sort of medication.